Hello and welcome to the Spirit Safe. My name's Rob. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. Now, last time I asked you to help me select this week's whiskey for review, and it was actually a tie between the Eagle Rare and the Lagavulin 8. So I'm going to break the tie, and we're going to have the Eagle Rare. Kentucky Straight Bourbon. It's aged 10 years. The age statement is actually on the back of the bottle rather than the front, much like the Bourbon that I reviewed recently. Kentucky Straight Bourbon, it's made at the Buffalo Trace distillery, and fans of the channel remember that the first Kentucky Straight Bourbon that I reviewed was from Buffalo Trace. It was the standard fare, and this is one step up from that. Bottle at 45% ABV, and it cost me about 50. Actually, no, it was a present. It was from my son for Father's Day. I think he's chosen quite well. He's not even 2 years old, and he's chosen me quite a good bourbon. I believe it's in the region of about 56, 57 Canadian plus tax. In BC, it will be a lot less. In the US and Ontario and many other places. Glad it's bottled at the 45%. As I've said before, I'm not an expert on bourbons. Everything I know about bourbon is laid bare on the channel. You've literally seen me review my first ever bottle of Kentucky Straight Bourbon I've ever bought on the channel. So you can see that I'm not an expert. I've had 4 or 5 over the course of a year, 2 years. So not a full review. I'm not an expert, but I will just tell you what I get from this. Surprising amount of spice on the nose. Quite a bit of cardamom, a woody, barky spice note. Not sure what that is. A lot of cinnamon and hint of the pear drops. That slight nail varnish remover note, but that burns off quite quickly. Very pleasant spice, but quite unusual on a bourbon, or at least the ones that I've tried. They haven't been all that spicy. Hint of cough syrup, hint of the syrup that they used to make Coca-Cola with. Burnt sugar, dark rum, not the most expensive dark rum like Wood's Navy rum. Very strong, very high alcohol dark rum. Really, really full nose. It hints at dryness. There's a lot of citrus in there, lime and yellow grapefruit, maybe a touch of pink grapefruit. There's a woody bark bitterness that I can't quite describe. Quite a bit of vanilla, a sprig of mint, but more eucalyptus than mint on the nose. And getting through to the charcoal notes as well. Really want to spend quite a bit of time with it. Very full nose, very robust. You know it's going to be one that will reward a bit of getting to know. And some cocoa notes in there as well. Yeah, the spices and the spices and the eucalyptus is what really dominates on the nose. Lovely and sweet, full. Drying. And bitter at the end, that bitter bark note, which I thought was a bit like wormwood, the herb that they have in absinthe. Mellows, A lot more vanilla, but it's kind of posh vanilla. It's not cheap vanilla essence. Really very, very good for the price. More sweetness coming through that time. Cocoa. Big, rich, full, robust bourbon. Really lovely. My son's done a good job. Now I've just put probably somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 teaspoon in. That has immediately released a cherry brandy from the 1970s on the nose. Brought out much more of the sweetness, much more of the corn whiskey. Tree fruits, but a peppery spice lingers through it. Coca-Cola, overstewed tea. Yeah, fantastic. Really, really good for the money. I don't know bourbons all that well, but I've been drinking whiskey for a long time, and this I think is a superb whiskey for the price. I would, if you're looking to get into bourbons, I might still start with the standard Buffalo Trace, if it is bottled at 45% in your country. If it's bottled at 40%, I might give it the swerve and go for the Eagle Rare, which is bottled at 45. It comes down to budget. This is much more robust. Takes a bit of getting used to, but the standard Buffalo Trace and this Eagle Rare, both of them are worth a buy. Yeah, highly recommended by me. Thank you very much, everybody. We will meet again soon. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Like, comment, subscribe as always, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers. Bye, everyone.